Hi, Porrick from Editubes here. Welcome to another vlog. Well, I have two things I want to do before we start the vlog. It's going to be a short vlog today because of stuff to cover. The first thing I'd like to say is that Little Rich is running a competition on his YouTube page, which I'll put a link to here. And if you click that link, it'll bring you through to a video which is called the Banners for All campaign. Now, he's starting this campaign to get banners, you know, like on your top of your channel, right up here somewhere, yeah. And he's trying to get them for everyone. And he has talking about a system whereby, like, depending on how many subscribers you get, once you pass a certain, you know, number, then you get the banner and even customizable, you know, thumbnails for your videos. Because we all know if we're looking for videos and we see those customized thumbnails, we are drawn to them just a little bit, I think. So I'm behind his campaign fully. Editube supports it 100%. And I want you to stop looking at this video now. Yes, I said you. Stop looking at this video right now. Head over to that page. Have a look at his campaign. Comment on his page. There's no point looking at it. Looking at a video doesn't do any help to campaigns. You need to get involved. The Facebook details and all I'll put in the tube below. And the video and everything else. Go and look at it. Comment on the video. And then go to, if you agree with him anyway, then go to the Facebook page you set up for this. That's the first thing. So as I say, Editubes is fully behind this. We believe this campaign is awesome, and Little Rich has said that he's going to keep this going. So I think we should give him some support, and I think it's something I agree with 100%. Apart from that, I want to get a little bit serious for a minute here, and I just want to. I was reading about what happened in Norway, and it's absolutely dreadful. 91 people dead, and I think that it deserves just a moment of silence. I'm not going to ask for a minute of silence, but just a moment's silence, just to, you know, send best wishes and best thoughts over to the people of Norway. So if you'll join me just for a moment, just to give best wishes. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we come to the confession box bit. I only had one entry for the confession box, and I'll put that up at the end of this video. You'll see the confession. We had a few texts, but people never gave the full reason, so I'll throw one of those up as well. But what I want to say to you is, and this I'll just explain this once, not like last week a million times, I'll just explain this once. If you want to be in the confession box, whether you're hiding your face or your character or not, anything you like, all you do is give a video response confessing to something true, a true thing that's happened to you want to confess, whether it be bad driving, discourtesy, anything else. Just confess to it, get it off your chest, you know, and send that as a video response to this video, and your video, if picked, will go on next week. That's if I get more than one this time. So yeah, so thanks John. I think that's Dad200 UK 2000, something like that. I'll put a link up here, and yeah, go over to his video and tell him, you know, thanks very much for taking part. I appreciate it, John. So yeah, so his video will be on, his confession will be at the end of this, and yeah, you'll see that shortly. It's quite a good one actually. Now my small rant for today, it's not a rant really, but more of a kind of I don't know, kind of like a discussion, I suppose. It's about family. It's quite funny because in my family myself, I won't go into personal details, but up to 5-6 years ago, people who I never got along with my family, today I really get along with. You know what I mean? So I was having a discussion about this with a friend of mine online, and he was saying his family's the opposite. He got on with his family, and now there's kind of, you know, stirring troubles and stuff. And I said, it's funny, people put so much emphasis on family, but my personal belief is that family now, as in like 2011, it's completely different to what family was even in the 80s. I think in the 80s, you're as a family, you're expected to bond together and, you know, look up for each other and, you know, well, help each other. I don't think that's what families are now. I think families are more support, and my personal opinion is that. Comment and let me know what you think, but I think families now are more support people than anything else. Like, I mean, if I'm short of money, you know, let's say I've lost 50 quid or something, 50 € or something like that. I mean, I know I could go to someone in my family and say, can you give it back to me to whatever. And if I have a problem real bad that I have to talk about it with someone, of course you go to your family first. Because even if you have friends, like, you know, friends you can trust, you can tell your family nearly anything. And your friends, even if you fall out with them, aren't going to, you know, throw it in your face. So I think family in that sense are much more of a support group thing now than years ago when you're supposed to be real, like, close and loving with your family. Now I know close and loving is great and everything, but I'm talking about like standard families, you know, the average family. And my friend was saying he doesn't get on with his brother, I think it's his brother or sister, because simply his brother and sister, it kind of causes trouble, and she doesn't, you know, they don't see this, and he's trying to explain to them that this is happening. But anyway, so what I'm saying to you is, for my conversation today, my conversation topic, and I'd like you to comment in below, is family. Are they more of a support group to you, or is it an emotional, loving bond? One last thing before I go into the confession box. On my other channel, which I'll put up here as well, a Minecraft channel, it's just recently started with a friend of mine. We have a server. There's a competition being held soon. You can win a slot on a server which has no anti-griefing, it's a pure free server, lag free, everything else. So if you're interested in that, hop along there. So yeah, confession box are coming up next, and I'll see you next time. This is Porrick from EditTube saying bye.
Hey Porrick! Well, you wanted some confessions, so here goes. We'll go back years ago to when I was 18 years old, and I had a job interview. And as I was running a bit late, I was pushing the car, as 18-year-olds do. Not as in pushing the car, but the car. And it was raining. I was going along hard, and I saw this woman walking along the path, and she was walking right next to this huge puddle. Well, I was 18, and I did what any other 18-year-old with a naughty sense of humour does, and going a little bit fast, I sort of drove through the puddle, and this poor woman was descended upon by this tidal wave of this puddle going over her. Feeling quite happy with myself and chuckling away, I got to my interview. When I went in to my interview, still feeling quite happy with myself, the woman who was leading the interview just happened to be the woman who was walking along the road by the puddle that I drove through. Of course, she apologised that she was a bit late, that she had to dry herself off, and I had to act all concerned and angry at young drivers and idiots who do that to people. It was rather funny, but there you go. Here's that's a confession for you. I never did tell her that I drove through the puddle and made a tidal wave hit her, but I didn't get the job anyway, so there we go, mate. There we go.